Hey, yo, what up? Happy Monday. This is not a podcast. It's just my thoughts with Rob Markman. Hope y'all week is off to a great start. You know, we got some new music on a Monday, which is very unusual at 6 a.m. Eastern on a Monday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And I'm not going to do the rest of the time zones, but very early on Monday morning, when we wake up on Monday morning, we got a new album. Thanks to Tyler, the creator. It's his seventh studio album. It's called Chromakopia. And, you know, we were anticipating this album. Tyler had like a really short but dope, I felt like potent rollout, right? Where everything matched, everything, you know, we use this term world building, and Tyler is really great at that. And just seeing the initial things from this album, I think we got the Saint Chroma video, we got the album art, we got Noid, and, you know, Tyler has this character with the mask and the way his hair is and the monochromatic, that green, dusty hue that's throughout everything, the tour announcement, all of that. You know, I thought this whole album was gonna be like character driven, like maybe Tyler rapping outside of himself. I saw some people saying that the character was based off of a book called The Phantom Toll Booth, which I never read. It's a 1960s children's book by Norton Juster. And in the story, they say Chroma the Great is a character, and his job is to conduct an orchestra that colors the world. And without him and the instruments, the world would be colorless, I guess. And that very well may be where Tyler drew his inspiration, right? I've yet to hear Tyler say that. If he said it, I missed it. But, you know, only Tyler could really say where the inspiration came from. But it sounds very plausible. I never read the book, so I can't 100% say, but that sounds right. So, you know, as I was consuming this stuff, I was like, okay, this is going to be very, like, highly conceptual and character driven. And not to say that it's not, but I wasn't expecting this album to be as deeply personal as it was. You know, like it may be layered. So let me just say this too. This is not a review. This video I'm doing right now is not a review. It's Monday morning. We got a new album. I'm a fan of music. I'm a fan of hip hop specifically. I'm a fan of Tyler. We got something new to be excited about. So it's cool to wake up on Monday and have a new album to listen to and kind of like dive into that world. And then when I'm excited about music and when I'm excited about things, I feel like I want to come to y'all and talk about it. So this isn't exactly a review, but this is just me talking about an album that I heard once, but already things about it struck me, right? So the fact that it's deeply personal, right? I'm learning things as a fan. We're learning things about Tyler. So the album is narrated by his mom. It has sound bites from his mom just giving him advice on life. And you know, it's funny, man. It's amazing to see Tyler grow as an artist and as a man. I first heard Odd Future in 2010 on the Radical mixtape, and then I went back and I listened to Bastard. But I just remember the energy just being so youthful, and I don't give a fuck. And you know what I'm saying? Whether or not they said it explicitly, I'm not quoting the line, but it was in there just like, fuck all y'all old, like it's our time now. And so I was 30 back then. I had just turned 30. And to hear him talk so much shit with so much youthful shit, and I could relate to it back when I was that age, but a lot of it was like, nah, get out the way, y'all. It's our time. And now to hear Tyler rap about getting gray hair, about gaining weight, about potentially becoming a dad, it's like, welcome. We've been expecting you. We knew this day would come, man. One day you'll grow up. One day you'll get to be 30 years old, 30 plus too. So like that was part of the fun in listening to the album, but more so than the fun, like it was just like funny to me, but it was actually like a great deep dive to just see him get older, right? So I thought, you know, there's two songs, there's a bunch of songs that I fuck with, but Darling I into Hey Jane is amazing. So on Darling I, he's rapping. I'll just give some of these bars. He says, life is short, but forever is so goddamn long. Feel like a long time. I'm in my own time. I love this girl, though. I hit the gold mine. I'm thinking new crib. I'm thinking 2 kids until I get infatuated with a new bitch. But when that gray hair finally come, at least I felt something. And if I ain't find the one, nobody could fulfill me like this music shit does. So I'll be lonely with these Grammys when it's all said and done. So, you know, just about finding love, right? And did I find the one? And it's exciting for right now, but is this forever? Am I ready? I kind of want kids, but I don't know if I'm ready. And gray hairs coming in, and so it's him contending with all of this shit, right? And those are the last bars on the song. Nobody can fulfill me like this music shit does, so I'll be lonely with these Grammys when it's all said and done. And his verse, the song doesn't end there, but his verse ends there, right? That's how he closes his verse, the last verse in the song. And then the next song is Hey Jane. And on Hey Jane, he's rapping to a girl that he got pregnant. And right, it's all the emotions. Like, he's trying to be supportive. He's saying all the right things. Yo, it's your choice. Whatever you want to do, I support you. You know, if you're ready, like, wow, I can't believe this. But he's also being honest about his fears, right? But like supportive of her at the same time. Like, I don't know if I'm ready. Wow, this is crazy. Like, how did we get here? What happened? But I support you. I support you. I support you. Saying all the right things. But also going through the emotions, right? So that's verse 1. And then on verse 2, he switches his perspective and he's rapping as her, speaking to Tyler, saying, and she's being honest, and she's telling him, you know, I don't want to put pressure on you to have a kid, and I'm not with you for the money because I can make my own money, but she's scared of that this might be the last chance for her because she's a little bit older, but she's scared of what her friends might say and what this one might say and that one might say, and are we ready? So it's all the emotions. So I thought it was just dope, that transition from Darling I to Hey Jane, and then how he played the perspective from both sides. I thought it was dope storytelling. I just thought it was dope lyrically. I thought it was dope perspective. The music, especially Darling I, the music on Darling I is super, like, it's just sweet, and the whole thing is just relatable. So, you know, that's probably my favorite 2 songs. That's like my favorite moment on the album, going from Darling I so far off of first listen, going from Darling I to Hey Jane. I Killed You feels like a metaphor, and I could be wrong, but feels like a metaphor for black hair and black heritage. Just an amazing, just conceptual, kind of felt like in the vein of when Nas rapped as a gun, I gave you power. Like, not even saying that Tyler was influenced by that. I don't know. I have no way of knowing. But just that level of thought and intention of saying something socially in a record, but wrapping it up as a metaphor of something else. I thought that was dope. Sticky is hard. Sticky might be the standout. Sticky might be the one that we actually hear the closest. You know, like, Tyler has like very successful hit records, but he don't have like a record that you just hear everywhere that just shuts shit down everywhere you go, every corner of the culture, right? He's never had that, nor did I think that was his aim. But I mean, Sticky, it might be as close as he gets to this point. Like, Sticky is just a hard record, but it's still creative. It's not him like saying, yo, I'm trying to make a hit or anything like that. Like, Sticky is fucking dope, but Sticky is Tyler, Glorilla, Sexy Red, Lil Wayne. I see Timbaland had a writing credit on it when I looked it up at Spotify, so maybe Timbaland added some production or some drums. I'm not sure, but the beat is wild. The song is super dope. Sticky is hard. Take Your Mask Off is the type of song that could save someone's life to me. Just like, and that's the power and maybe the thing that hip hop that we don't get a lot of credit for in terms of making music like that, like the message, like the shit that could really change somebody's life around. And we know it. Us within the culture knows it. I don't know if we get that credit from outside the culture. Taking Mask Off feels like one of those ones initially, just encouraging everyone to be honest with themselves and the world around them. Take Your Mask Off is going to, whether it becomes a hit or not, like how Tyler talks about how Pharrell inspired him with You Could Do It Too. And maybe that's a song that a lot of people don't remember, but the people who it affected and remember it, and it really meant something. Like, I feel like Take Your Mask Off is going to be one of those ones, like, whether, it becomes a big record or something that everybody knows, I think the people that it's supposed to hit is going to hit, and it's going to hit them hard. But the song is just encouraging everyone to be honest with themselves and the world around them. So verse 1 is just about this fake gangbanger, who's living a life that it's not really who he is. Verse 2 is about a preacher who lives in the closet, as a gay man, but he presents as something else, but he's struggling with religion and his sexuality and his marriage. And so verse 2 is potent in that way. Verse 3 is about a mom who loses her identity as a woman, after she has children and becomes this guy's wife. And, he takes care of her financially. It's all of that. But there's something that she lost in herself as a woman, it seems. And then verse 4 is Tyler, which feels like self-reflection, like him talking to himself. But, you know, the best part of this, though, is he ends every verse. Like, it's not like condemning people. It's not like condemning the fake gangbanger or the preacher who's living in the closet. He ends every single verse with, let's talk about it. So the intentionality there I thought was super dope. I think there's a really powerful record. On Tomorrow, you know, Tyler has a line about getting old and gray hair and gaining weight and stressed about being a father. You know, I thought that was pretty dope. What else did we get? Thought I Was Dead had Schoolboy Q's on that record hard. He had just one line that stood out to me where he said, "I got too much drive, I'm a terabyte." I just thought that was clever. I'm not giving the whole thing away, but there's like certain shit that just made me laugh or made me jot notes down. Like him, again, deeply personal, talking about his dad. And you know, it starts from, you know, his mom saying, "Oh, you know, you're just like your dad. You're just like him. You like so many things you do remind me like him." And so Like Him is a record that explores that. Hope You Find Your Way Home. Damn, he had this line. He said, "I did a whole collection from Paris. They ain't even send me the collection to wear it," which is crazy. I don't know which fashion house he's talking about, but you know, we look up to Tyler so much for his fashion. For him to say that, "I did a whole collection from Paris. They ain't even send me the collection to wear it," is crazy. You know, but it's this type of like honesty where it's like we look at him like he the shit. We know he's the shit. He's successful, but he still kind of ponders his place in the world, or there's these moments where he's humbled, which I think is fucking crazy that you would treat somebody like that. That you would treat, you know, especially somebody like Tyler like that, who I just think is so phenomenal. This shit is dope. This shit is dope to me off of first listen. I'm gonna live with it a bit. We'll probably talk about it some more. But let me know what you think. Let me know what songs you were rocking with, what your initial takeaways were from this album. My favorite album up until this point by Tyler was Call Me If You Get Lost. And, you know, a lot of that had to do with the DJ drama aspect, with the way it was presented as a mixtape, very much like spoke to the type of fan that I am. So when he did that, I remember turning that one on. I was like, "Oh, this what we doing?" Like DJ, like Gangsta Grills. Okay, let's go. Like it just felt very in tune to who I was musically, who I am musically, and man, this album is a great follow up. Like this, like I just appreciate how deeply personal it is. I appreciate the self reflection. I appreciate how much we're learning about him, and you know, I want to sit with it some more, man. I want to dive into it some more. Wonder if we'll get more videos, more visuals, more rollouts. I'm gonna have to get tickets to this tour. You know what I'm saying? I want to experience this album. But let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, do all of that. But most importantly, hit me in the comments because you know I talk back. All right? Peace.